Hello and welcome to Cooking with Skimp Killah, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make Englewood Sopapillas, or as I like to call them, pussy poppers. The first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350. It'll probably take your oven a little while to preheat. Now you're going to want to start off with a bag of Kroger Brand Brown and Serve Twin and Reach rolls. And you can get this at your local grocery store, and this is pretty much the main ingredient. Now you're going to need something to put your Englewood Sopapillas on. Now I think the pans are for fucking idiots. So what I like to use is tin foil for everything. And today we're going to be using some Reynolds Wrap Heavy Duty. And this is also available at your local grocer, preferably a Kroger store. Now what we're going to want to do today here is, as you can see, there's one of these rolls. I've already cut this one, but you're going to get a butter knife, kind of like that. And that's probably, looks like that's got some. That's clean enough. You're going to take your butter knife here. You're going to just make a little slice into there, right there up top. See that? Now you don't want to cut too deep. You just want to cut a little crevice. So that's where you're going to be putting the butter and the honey to make your Englewood Sopapillas. Next, we're going to want to take a bottle of Kroger Brand honey here. What we're going to do is just squirt a little bit of honey into all these little cracks. There we go. Our next step of operations is to get a stick of Kroger Brand butter. Now what we're going to want to do here, very important step. Go ahead. Open up that butter. And now you're going to want to cut as many pieces of butter as you have Englewood Sopapillas. Now, in addition to pans being stupid, I also think cutting up butter on a fucking plate is stupid. And so we're going to just notice how I'm slicing it up here on the empty piece of paper thing that came with the Englewood, the rolls. And it's recycling, so it's good for the environment. So, you know, fuck you. All done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the pieces of butter we just cut and we're going to put them onto our rolls that we have cut open and put honey into. And actually what we want to do is kind of stick them in there like that. There we go. Right like that. And now these bad boys are ready for the oven. Now we got our oven nice and preheated here. This part's a bit tricky. But once you learn how to work with tin foil a bunch, you'll learn the tricks of the trade. What you want to do to keep it stable, as you pick it up, you kind of give it a tug, you pull across it. What this does is create tension. And what this tension does is it makes it so it doesn't just all flop down to the middle. So remember that. And place them bitches all up in the oven. We're going to want to wait about 6 to 7 or 8, maybe 9 minutes to let them cook in the oven here. And the best way to do that, a lot of people like to use a timer. What I like to do is just kind of look at my cell phone and then try to remember. But I think I left my cell phone downstairs, so I'm just going to kind of have to just look at them or something, I guess. But if you have your cell phone on you, make sure, that's another step, make sure you bring your cell phone upstairs with you when you make your Englewood Sopapillas, so that way you know a more precise time. And these motherfuckers are done! Okay, it looks like maybe actually they could use a little bit more time. And we're going to put this butter back in there. Get it in there. There we go. And this is good. You maybe, what you want to do is halfway through you want to check and make sure that, you know, the butter's melted in there good and stuff. So that's what I meant to do. An indefinite amount of time has taken place, but our Englewood Sopapillas are done. Now once again, we're going to use the tinfoil technique, aluminum foil technique that we learned of applying a tug to keep it firm so that our sopapillas don't fall off. And there you have some Englewood Sopapillas, or as I like to call them, pussy poppers.